week 6. Oil reacted beautifully from the bottom of this channel that I talked about last week. I think with the opening there was a little gap up, and usually when I see such a thing, when there is like a gap up, that's like not always but mostly sometimes the direction of price. So then we broke the last low, which kept us in this duplication. So I make a channel like this, and then if price comes a little bit out of it, instead of dismissing the channel, I measure the distance between the point that it broke out and the point that it's ended, and then just draw a parallel channel with it, and then copy it to the next thing here. As you see, price reacted also a little bit here. It's not always a driving force behind it, but it can give some direction. So, which resulted in the 4-hour wicks here, and then we just went up. Beautiful. There was also, I think in the beginning of last week, somewhere here, I was also looking for a long, but then the retest of this kind of resistance trend line, you know, makes sense, going back to the bottom of this channel. And now we're gonna see where we hit if we hack to the top again. Yeah, that was oil. I was in here in a position, but then I got stopped out because of this new low, and then it went perfectly up. GA. So the last week I was looking for longs here, which, you know, end up well, but I only took profit here before it broke out, touched the last recent swim point top, which also corresponds with a 500 number at the end. Like these 400 or 500 numbers are mostly also signs that come back. So we got out of this channel, and then I was just waiting, didn't short it because I cannot short. I waited and searched some structure on this ascending channel, broke it, retested, and went a little bit lower, so I got long here of the reaction of this duplication channel, which reacted here the same. So maybe this is, you know, something that can go also. I have a limit order here also, clearing near the bottom. So I think when it breaks here, yeah, then we're just out of the channel, broke nicely, and then we can just look for a retest to go deeper, maybe retest this longer. And if I duplicate it, let's see if I make this one again. But no. So this could have been the first retest, we got up, and then if I would duplicate this one, we can see some nicer targets, yeah. So that would project us further into this channel, maybe go for the other top here if this holds. This can also just go below here, and then we see where we get, but yeah, that would be the plan. It's messy, but yeah, you get the picture. So this one is broken. I'm gonna leave this one on because I don't know if it's gonna hold again, and then I can duplicate maybe this one, or I delete this during the week. We're gonna see how it reacts. This was a nice trade. So last week we were at the bottom of this channel, and I was looking for a long here because of this engulfing, which ended up in a nice wick on the 4 hour. So this is this candle, which made me pretty certain that we were going to respect this channel. We kinda did, but you know, anything with Swiss franc is pretty messy and always tends to range more than it trends. But then it got hold of this kind of support, tested it multiple times. This shot up is very interesting because we closed above the 50%, then kind of retested here and went for the top. This was also a nice way to short it. And then once we established here again, I could saw the channel forming like this. And then I anticipated on this move, took profit here, and then this is where I should have taken the retest also, because it went, yeah, very much higher, very nice. But then if I duplicate this channel, and this we can see, then this holds also pretty nice. So, you know, any further maybe retest of this bottom could get us then higher to the top of these channels, which are on the daily. Yeah, I'm seeing if this one holds or if this one holds, you know, we see where we end, but we are at tops here, so that could be interesting. GA, that was a loss. I can't remember if I took GA. Yeah, you know, it was first holding this channel here, hence the duplication to this one, which brought us to this bottom here. So this flag is still moving, and now we got out of this flag here. So I'm seeing if we hold this channel and then to create it a little bit more specific, I like to add these extras where it touches a little bit more, because if you can see, this candle was not clear, so this would be a gap. So I think that's a nice projection to, if it flows parallel with the bottom here, then maybe this can be the ceiling, or like where it spikes out to get a limit order or a sell order to bring it back down. So maybe something here would be nice buying. Anyway, EU. I was long here last week. After this broke out, it would be better if I would bought these kind of wicks here, but yeah, beautiful touches each time that I missed. And then it went up, went straight up, and then it broke here. But if you can see here, there's a gap back down, so that made me pretty confident that we were going lower. But then we started to expect this line, which is on the higher time frame, this channel. And you know, it's been a while since we touched it here, from November. So seeing here like a kind of bottom was nice, but I got stopped out on break even, so it went up to here, and then when it came back here I got stopped out. So we're gonna just see how this moves further. This was also a stop loss, anticipating the ascending channel, which I thought was gonna give us the breakout from this one, but this is, yeah, this is EJ. It keeps ranging so much and it's so fucking messy. So the daily, we are now ranging from December 22 until here. So this whole shit, June 23 is just one big fucking range. But since we're ranging, we are at the bottom of this range, so you know, some kind of setup could happen. And after this move up, you know, we broke these wicks here, closed nicely above them, gave us a little bit of a platform, and I think this candle here was also a gap up. We went nice up, so now, yeah, we're gonna see if we respect this. If we break the bottom, then I'm gonna be bearish again. EJ, very nice trades. So the bottoms were here, a little bit tested, created a nice flag, and then we came to this bottom here of the higher time frame channel, ascending channel. So this was a nice entry, and then I saw we were here again. And since we were here again, while we broke out these highs and we were out of this duplication channel of here, it made a nice retest here, and this was just yet this star was a nice bottom. So I bought it until we were at the top of that channel on the 30 minutes. This was a clean channel making, and I saw the bottom here, got profit here, and should have got back in on this, because I was not really 100% sure, because this kind of price action is not usually the one that I took, very slow. But then the retest here was actually beautiful. And then on the hourly it made a big exhaustion web and then just went up. So this would have been my second entry. AJ, not really doing anything special. Maybe I was thinking that this could be a flag up to buy, to wipe out these. I think this whole candle needs some refillment, so maybe we're gonna go up there or not. This is a wick on the 4 hour. No. Can I match that with something here? Okay. and then just see what these duplications do. Oh, very nice. I just put them near the bottom and near the end, maximum 2 times depending how wide your channel is, but this, yeah, is some navigation. Daily we are also in a spot, you know, you have this move down, then you have the retest, kind of retest of this, and then this is a little bit no man's land. UJ. I think this was also in its, yeah. You know, this is just a lot of channels not making sense, but if you compare this to Nasdaq, this is a little bit the same movement that's going on for last week, you know. Compare these two, UJ. Kind of the same dynamics, so it might be driven by these things. Also this, you know, all-time fucking highs. I think last week we were at under 5,000, so now what's next? UJ, yeah, not really anything that clears my mind. If we could make a wider channel of this, it gives us some more direction. This was pretty nice, you know, retest, this could have been a little low, but I didn't like the distance of the bottom and the distance of the last low. So that was really what really was holding me back. So this can go now. This can also go. Yeah, 2 touches there. So if I duplicate now here, and then you just wind it up to the next time that it touches, see? Makes things interesting. But this is shit, yeah, I cannot trade this. Waiting maybe until we are here with the previous last recent swing point top. Then we can bring something here, maybe weekend there, I don't know. NZD cut, very nice. Breakout out of this channel that we were shorting a few weeks ago. Yeah, daily is messy. So, 12 minutes, I need to hurry. I was short here last time. Dun, 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 dun. This can go. This bottom. Is now previous bottom. This top becomes previous top. This is the new top. And this would be the new bottom. Clear. So now there's a little bit in between because this could also be a previous top. Gives us more direction and makes sense with the retest of that wick there. Previous top. So something to bring it back down to these bottoms would be more interesting to buy. Maybe a retest of this. Let's see. But a nice breakout. Silver doing shitty things. I don't know if it's holding these channels or, you know, using it as some support or whatever, but to me it's not 100% clear. Gold, I am long gold here because this makes a little bit more sense. I can see some more channels here, like this ascending, declining channel was pretty holding grounds, and then this breakout of it, and then just the forming of this support. I don't know, it's the 5th time it touched it. You should give it a try. Stopped out here also, a little bit of profit, but then just continue to do fucked up things. And yeah, same as you say. Shiffy, I was long, 10 seconds. I was long here, bottom of the channel, got stopped out, fake out to this point, and then got long here again, waiting.